How should your house look before selling it? What are you gonna do to your home before you get it ready to put it on the market? How are you gonna sell your home fast? What is the best way to increase your chances of getting top dollar for your home when you're thinking about selling? I'm Joe Parker with the Santa Barbara Group, Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate, and I'm here to reveal all the secrets. As a Santa Barbara native who's been selling real estate for 20 years, I've sold hundreds of properties here in Santa Barbara, and I've cracked the code on how to get your home ready to sell without breaking the bank. I'm gonna give you my top tips on what you could do to your home to prepare it for the market so you could get the top value without spending everything to get it ready. So here are my tips. Number one, you're gonna wanna make sure that the rooms of your house show up as they're supposed to. What do I mean by this? If you have a dining room, make sure it's designed and staged as a dining room. If you have an office, set it up as an office. If it's a bedroom, make sure there's a bed in there. Make sure all the rooms ring true so when someone comes through, they're not getting confused. They understand what the home is meant to be used for, what the room is meant to be used for in that home. Next, you're gonna wanna make sure you update your window treatments. This is one of the easiest ways to really add a lot of modernization and appeal as someone walks in. As we live in our homes, oftentimes we get used to the things that are there and they might be dated, but they're not dated to us, but they're dated to whoever walks in. And so you wanna make sure that those things that you can do relatively quickly and inexpensively comparatively that you take care of. So window treatments is a great way to do this. There's some really nice sleek window treatments. I like those ones that open from the top and bottom. They diffuse the light, they let a little bit in. And make sure if you have any window that has a view that it's fully exposed. You don't want to cover that up. And make sure your windows are super clean. Get your windows cleaned. Do it yourself or get them professionally done. That will go a long way. Next, light fixtures. This is another quick and easy way to modernize your home. Go through your house and look at all your light fixtures, the ones in the ceilings, the ones in your bathrooms, the ones at your front porch. All those can be updated without a ton of expense. You want to get in there, update those, make sure they kind of match, that you got a central theme. If you're doing the brushed nickel, for example, in the bathrooms, make sure all the stuff is matching and is in that same kind of finish. If you're in the kitchen and the bathrooms, you could again kind of get them all in sync so that there's some harmony and cohesiveness when someone walks through the home and they're looking at the design of it all. And in those light fixtures, you have light bulbs. These days, everyone's going with LED lights. Make sure that all your lights are of a similar hue. Sometimes as we live in a home for a while and we're replacing light bulbs and we can't find one, we throw one in there. Maybe we got one that's super powerful, one that's kind of dim. Get in there and update all your light bulbs. Get the light flowing in a same kind of cohesive way so that it looks nice and it's not kind of shocking or too bright. It's just really kind of uniformity is the way to go on those. So update those light bulbs with some nice soft LED ones and make sure they all match. Next, you're gonna wanna dive into the hardware that's on your cabinets, on your drawers. Get that updated, get it in sync with the light fixtures. You could have it all matching in the bathrooms and the kitchen so that again, you get this cohesiveness in your home. It's not too expensive, it's not too hard to do. These are things, a lot of them that you could probably do on your own. So the hardware, kitchens and bathrooms, even on your front door, that doorknob, the doorknobs in your bedrooms, those can also be updated. That will go a long way, especially that front door. Painting that front door and new hardware, new light fixtures, it's like easy stuff and it will make a big impact, especially on that first impression, which is very, very important. Next, you're gonna wanna make sure that your home smells nice, right? So if you have pets, you wanna take care of any pet odors. If you have a love for cooking, make sure you're not doing any kind of radical cooking, especially like seafood or anything, the day before you're going to show your property. That's very important. That's kind of getting ahead of the games. This is now you're on the market, but there's a saying in the real estate industry, if you could smell it, you can't sell it. So make sure that it smells nice. You don't want to go over the top with something too aromatic. You know, some of these candles or potpourri or air fresheners, they could be just overwhelming and too much. So don't take it that far, but just do what you can control. Things like litter boxes, you could get those, make sure they're super clean, or out of the house if you're showing it, and make sure you watch what you're cooking so that there's not an infusion of food smells in the house. Curb appeal is super important. So kind of circling back to that whole thing about the door, you could paint it, you could get the light fixtures updated, your doorknob fixed up. You also want to look at what you got going on landscape wise. Make sure that you've got some fresh bark on any exposed dirt areas. Maybe put in some new plants. Make sure things are trimmed properly. If you got a big tree in front, get that trimmed up. Maybe you're gonna have to do some reorganization of the landscape, whatever it takes, possibly even a new mailbox, new numbers for your address. All these things could go a long way with that first impression, which is the most important impression whenever you're trying to lure in some buyers and try to get that top price for your home. And then also, I really vouch for the power of staging. Professional staging can make your home look amazing. So if you're gonna move out before you sell, definitely get it staged. And if you're gonna be living in it, you could have a consultation with a stager who will come through and give you some advice on what to thin out. You wanna take those personal items off the walls, all the pictures of the family and everything, bring those down so you depersonalize your home. Declutter all the surfaces, the countertops, the tops of your dresser, your nightstands, all these areas where we tend to drop stuff and don't pay attention to it. You want to declutter those, clear everything off, minimize everything. And if you have a consultation with a stager, they'll help you achieve all of that and maybe even give some advice on things you could remove, some pieces of furniture if you have too much or maybe too little, and even maybe swap out some stuff that they have, and you could get your home professionally staged with your own stuff and maybe a few other items. So there's a lot of different options if you're gonna live in your home or not live in your home when you sell it. But some of these things that I've mentioned in this video will go a long way to help you get that top price without breaking the bank to get your home ready for the market. So I'm Joe Parker with the Santa Barbara Group, Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate. Thank you so much for watching this. I got a ton of content on this channel. So scroll through if you're interested in other things like what's it like living in Santa Barbara, the pros and cons, what's it like living on the Riviera. All these things are available on this channel here, and make it a great day. Thanks for watching.